My phone buzzed while she was in the shower. Steam hissed under the bathroom door. Water ran. I didn't move at first. Then the screen lit again. Her name. No, her post. I finally know my value. I won't accept anything less. Thousands of likes, fire emojis, comments cheering her courage. I stared at the sentence until it stopped being language and turned into a receipt. On the counter beside me sat her second phone. The one she forgot to mute when she rushed into the bathroom. It vibrated once, then twice. A private rhythm, intimate, familiar. I picked it up. The lock screen preview showed a name I didn't recognize and a message cut off mid-thought. Can't wait till he's gone. We deserve better. I set the phone back down exactly where it was. In the mirror, I practiced my face. Flat, neutral. When she came out wrapped in a towel, glowing with the warmth of affirmation, she kissed my cheek like I was furniture. "You see my post?" she asked casually. I nodded. She smiled. I smiled back. Inside, something aligned, quietly, perfectly. I didn't accuse. I cataloged. Betrayal isn't loud at first. It's procedural. It hides in calendar gaps and unexplained expenses, in how she started calling me by my name instead of babe, in how her phone tilted away when she texted. I replayed the last 6 months like surveillance footage. Her sudden self-growth phase. The gym she never used. The late dinners that came home smelling like confidence and someone else's cologne. She spoke in therapy slogans now. Weaponized language. I'm raising my standards. I won't settle. I know my worth. She said them like spells, like they changed physics. At night, lying beside her, I listened to her breathe and wondered when exactly I became the obstacle in her narrative, the placeholder, the starter life. I checked the finances first. Always follow the money. New charges. Hotels disguised as work retreats. Gifts purchased from stores she never shopped at. For a man whose wrist size I memorized from reflections in photos she thought I deleted. I didn't feel rage. I felt calibration. She thought value was a feeling. I knew it was leverage. I became quieter, more agreeable. I cooked. I cleaned. I encouraged her independence. I told her she deserved the best and watched her mistake my calm for weakness. At night, I worked. Phone records, location histories, deleted messages restored from backups she forgot existed. A digital trail so clean it felt intentional, like she wanted to be caught by someone who wouldn't look closely. I scheduled a consult with a lawyer under my lunch break. Prenup review, asset separation, contingencies. I ordered a background check on the man whose name appeared most often. Not out of jealousy, out of curiosity. He rented confidence, leased status, credit card masculinity. Divorced twice, no assets, a habit of attaching himself to women, mid-upgrade and vanishing before the bill came due. I smiled at that. At home, she floated. She posted quotes about self-respect, about refusing bare minimums, about not apologizing for wanting more. Each post sharpened my plan. I didn't confront. I prepared. Because truth delivered prematurely is mercy. I wasn't feeling merciful. The report arrived on a Tuesday morning. I read it once. Then again, slowly. Everything aligned. Dates, times, lies. I printed it, stapled it, slid it into a folder with our mortgage statement, the prenup addendum she'd forgotten about, and a transfer confirmation she hadn't noticed. That evening, I set the folder on the kitchen table. She noticed it immediately. "What's that?" she asked. "Your value," I said. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't look at her. She opened the folder. Her breath caught on page 3. Her hands shook on page 5. By page 7, she was crying. "You went through my things?" she whispered. I met her eyes for the first time. "I went through mine." She tried to speak, to justify, to pivot into emotion. I held up a finger. "One question," I said. "Is he worth losing everything you thought you earned?" Silence answered for her. It always does. I didn't yell. I didn't insult. I explained. I showed her the accounts, now separated. The lease termination already filed. The post-nuptial clause she signed after that reconnection weekend, she barely remembered. Her affair partner's history, his pattern, his timing. This, I said, tapping her viral quote on my phone, is branding, not value. She collapsed into a chair. You planned this, she said. I nodded. I waited, I corrected. She reached for me. I stepped back. 3 days later, she deleted the post, changed her bio, started sending messages she never sent before. I miss us. I was confused. I didn't know what I had. Her entire attitude shifted. Not because she loved me, because the fantasy invoice arrived. I left on a Thursday morning. No argument, no goodbye speech. I took my clothes, my name off the door, my silence. She stood in the hallway, smaller than she'd ever been, asking what she could do. I paused. Learn the difference, I said, between feeling valuable and being it. I closed the door. Outside, the air felt clean. Uninterested, honest. She wanted standards. I showed her the price, and I walked away knowing exactly what mine were.